Problem number 8 says triangle ABC will be reflected across the y-axis. What will be the coordinates of the new vertices of triangle A prime, B prime, C prime? This FL in the word reflected will remind you that a reflection is a flip. We're going to flip it over the y-axis. So first I need to highlight this y-axis. This axis will act as a mirror, and our image will be reflected in that mirror or flipped over that axis. So each point, take it point by point. Vertex A gets flipped. It's one space away from that y-axis, so it'll end up one space away on the other side. That would be A prime. Vertex B is 4 spaces away, so it'll be 4 spaces away from the axis on the other side when we flip it over. That's B prime. And vertex C is 4 spaces away from the axis, so it'll be 4 spaces away on the other side of the axis, C prime. Notice that the y coordinate has not changed. C was at -2 in y, it's still at -2. But the x coordinate changed from 4 to -4. I'm going to draw that reflected triangle, and then we're going to finish the problem by writing down the coordinates of these reflected vertices. A prime is at -1 in x, -7 in y. B prime, remember it's always x, y, just like the alphabet. X comes before y, x, y, z. B prime is at -4x, -7y. And C prime is at -4x, -2y, -4, -2. Start at the origin, 4 to the left, that's -4 in x, 2 down, that's -2 in y. And that's the answer. Problem 9. Davian translated parallelogram PQRS to parallelogram P prime, Q prime, R prime, S prime on a coordinate grid. Vertex Q was at 2, 5. If vertex Q prime is at -4, 8, describe the translation. So we only need to plot this one vertex. This is XY. So Q is at 2 in X, 5 in Y. It's right there. And Q prime is at -4 in X, -4, 8 in Y. So there's Q prime. To describe the translation, we start at Q and move to Q prime and see how many spaces we move. So we're going left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 spaces, so 6 left. And then from there we're going up 1, 2, 3 spaces. 6 left, 3 up. Problem number 10. The Pentagon in Washington, D.C. is an actual regular pentagon. The length of each wall is 921.5 feet. What is the perimeter of the pentagon? Anytime they talk about a shape but don't show it, you should draw it. Pentagon has 5 sides. And they said it's a regular pentagon, so we have to remember what that means. A regular polygon has equal sides. All sides are equal, and all angles are equal. Equilateral, equiangular. So if all sides are the same and each wall is 921.5 feet, we can find the perimeter by multiplying 921.5 times 5, because there are 5 walls. It's 921.5 plus 921.5 plus 921.5, but the easier way is 921.5 times 5. So let's change 921.5 to a decimal, 921.5 times 5 walls. 5 times 5, remember I'm ignoring the decimal when I multiply with decimals. 5 times 5 is 25, carry the 2. 1 times 5 is 5 plus 2 is 7. 2 times 5 is 10, carry the 1. 9 times 5 is 45 plus 1 is 46. I have 1 decimal place here, no decimal places here, so I should have 1 in my answer. So there, the decimal goes there, and the perimeter equals 4,607.5 feet. Remember, perimeter is a distance, so the units would just be feet. Okay, we'll pick up the review with problem 11 on the next video.